Welcome to another episode of the Matt Light Podcast. I am Matt Light, and alongside me here is Dustin Dowling.
Hello. What's up, everybody?
Dustin.
Matthew.
I've got a feeling Pittsburgh's going to the Super Bowl. Oh, my God.
Oh, what a game, man,
Holy shit. The Pittsburgh Steelers went into the one team that we cannot beat, the Super Bowl favorites, the 0-4 from 1991 to 1994 in Super Bowls. The fucking idiots, the fake Pittsburgh, the shithole, the armpit of the Rust Belt, the worst overrated fucking wings in the world, the shittiest hockey team, no goal, Brett Hall, Doug Flutie, Jim Kelly, and the Pittsburgh Steelers went in, stuck their dicks in him, and that's a Pittsburgh Steelers.
First down!
1-0, baby!
Woo! That was the best intro I think we've had yet. That was pretty exciting.
That game was ugly. That game was beautiful. I almost left at halftime to go keep fucking drinking at the tailgates.
Oh, my goodness.
It was a show.
It was, man. It was.
So, let's get into what I did first. What did you do for the game?
I was at home being an old man.
Okay, that's enough of that story.
Yeah.
I went to the game in Buffalo. I took a party bus with my friends, and we went. We had to be at the Shop and Save at 5 o'clock in the morning. We left at 5:30 to go to Buffalo. Now, if you know anything about me and you know anything about the Pittsburgh Steelers, it's my favorite thing in the world. So it was like a kid on Christmas morning. I did not fucking sleep. I remember the last shot of Casamigos that I had. Shout out to them, the unofficial sponsor of my DUI that night. I had a shot around 3 a.m. And
Wait, 3 a.m. Sunday morning?
Sunday morning.
Because I distinctly remember stories. You were still drinking you started drinking. So you started then at 3 a.m.
I didn't stop.
You didn't stop Saturday night.
I stopped from 4 a.m. to 5:30 so that I could get there sober. And then once I got onto the bus, Renegade came on. They're tossing me Icy Light mangoes, and it was just bro time. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
And I thought I'm gonna get a little bit of sleep on this bus beforehand, and then everyone is just talking football, right? And like when bros talk football, you're like trying to sleep. You're like, no, I think he's gonna get 3 fucking sacks this week. Like, it was so much fun, dude. We get there. Only one pee break, I think, on the way up there, which is impressive.
That is impressive. You gotta keep those stats.
Listen, I was the youngest dude on this bus. I'm 32 years old. Most of these guys are in their mid-50s. And so for them to be able to, dude, first of all, they outdrank my ass.
Why are you rolling with 50-year-olds?
Because that's what I do, bro. It's just, I was that way in high school. I was the 15, 16-year-old partying with the high school, college kids.
Just kept that group of friends.
Because Matt was that crazy dude. And it's crazy now because, these older dudes are just as crazy as me now. And they're married and they have kids. And I'm like, oh, maybe I can get married and have kids and still be Matt Light.
Oh, that's such a positive spin on everything. Is your drunkenness, sports vice is like, yeah, I should have kids. They could do it.
We had a bet last night at the end of the podcast. Last week.
I was just about to bring that up.
What was the bet?
The bet it wasn't so much a bet, but it was like a challenge that you would be able to get laid within like an hour or so.
It was like 2 hours.
Okay, 2 hours. It was basically just pregame.
Are you ready to find out the results?
Yes, I'm very excited.
There might be evidence. Ready?
What?
Ready?
Go.
Drum roll. Fuck no. I wasn't having sex with those losers. That was just a cliffhanger. It's for you to watch this week. Listen, I would never waste time at a tailgate to have sex with somebody.
That's hilarious.
Never. You could put a 10 in front of me. I'd be like, I'm good.
Nope. I got plans.
Yeah, dude, I got 6 rings to attend to. Like, get the fuck away from me. Dude, so we We get there, and this is the first time in 2 years that Buffalo is able to have fans there because New York was very strict. Okay, so tailgating was a shit show. There were more cars going to tailgate and not go to the game. And the thing about Buffalo is you don't just park in parking lots. You park in grass, like in yards. People are like, give me $40, you can park in front of my house.
Yeah, it's like college tailgating. It's
crazy,
like college
dude.
tailgating.
Absolutely crazy. So we go to park where the buses are. The buses are like, you can't park here. You got to go around. They saw we had Steelers shit on and they fucking dicked us off. So we had to wait like 35 minutes in traffic to literally go 1 block. And then we try to go into the lot they told us to go into. They're like, you can't go in there. And at this point, I'm banging on the side of the bus, flicking off everyone. Like, cause I'm so mad. I was like, nice goatee, you piece of shit. Fuck you and your Zuba pants.
You're just trying to find someone to get on it doesn't matter.
I'm so mad. I'm ready to fight everybody. Finally, this like Santa Claus looking idiot was like, you can park with us. And so he let us go in there. We paid for like 3 spots. But what we did was we blocked 3 tailgates of the Bills. And so they saw us in all black and gold. They started booing us. The second they started booing us, Dustin, I have a clip of what I did as soon as I got off of the bus. It's the further away shot.
All right, throwing it up.
Shot off confetti, yelled, suck our dicks. This confetti, by the way, hurts if you get hit with it, okay? Thing about this confetti gun, bro, it's so funny. So listen to this. I shoot the confetti gun off. A guy comes over to me with his head down, and he's got like one of those picks to pick up garbage. You know, like one of those, he's like a sexual assaulter, and this is his punishment. Like, this is the only job he has is to clean up fucking beer cans. He comes up to me. He's a little slow. He's from Buffalo. And he's like...
He's Buffalo slow.
He's Buffalo slow. So he's very like, hey, I got to clean that up. I was like, yeah, we have 11 more of those. So...
That's like the same conversation when we went to, was it either Cincinnati or Columbus, and the bartender, we were like ordering food and drinks. He was like, like now? And like, what do you mean? Like, yeah, that we're at a bar.
This is a bar. This is your job.
Yeah, he was like super annoyed. It's the same thing. It's like, what do you think? This is not going to
drink
be a
shots?
mess?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Have you ever seen a tailgate when the tailgate's over? Oh yeah, prestige. It's just nice.
But I'll tell you what, man, Buffalo fans were so much fun. They were so nice. They boo you a little bit, and then, but I was confused because I was nervous because the last times I've been to Buffalo's team is absolute dog shit.
Yeah,
and so
which is that kind of why they almost had the fan base, because it was more about the fans.
It was more about a party. Yeah, I mean, dude, it literally was a college party. It was so cool. I never went to college. Never went to a college football game. I'm going to my first one this weekend.
That's cool.
Going to Happy Valley.
There you go.
Penn State. We are. Pedophiles. I'm not a fan of theirs.
I was waiting for you to do the joke.
But I'm going. I got my whiteout gear on. Anyways, I get to the Penn State. I get to Buffalo, and the fans are cool. I didn't think they were going to be nice, though, because for the first time, this is Super Bowl or bust for them in the beginning. They were just like, oh, we're going to kick your ass. We're going to kick your ass. And I was like, yeah, well, you're still Buffalo. Like, you're not going to win this game, just so you know.
Are you that confident, by the way, that the Steelers are going to win? Or
it depends. Okay. Because I drank for 48 hours.
I see.
I thought there was no chance in hell we were going to lose.
Once you had where is the line at then? How many drinks did it take you to realize that the Steelers can never lose? Like, where is
3 shots in one song. Okay. Yeah. Black and yellow, back in black, thunder. When Thunderstruck comes on, we're not giving up a first down. It was kind of that for me. And then we tailgated, we partied. There was a guy dressed like Ric Flair. I called him Prick Flair the whole night. I was like, Prick Flair, come over here. A guy threw some fat bitch through a table. And they didn't even break it. It just kind of like condensed. And then he leaned into it to break it. I could have taught him how to do it.
Yeah, that's what you should give like a tutorial.
Steeler fans. We played Flip Cup. against them. We won, of course, because I don't miss.
That's your thing.
That's my thing.
There's footage of that.
There's footage of that everywhere.
Yep.
So we get in the game, right? We're watching the game, and that first half. So the first play of the game, we kick off. They run it back to like the 26-yard line.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Jesus Christ.
We're off the bat.
We're going to get fucking slaughtered.
Special teams off the bat.
And that crowd's so loud. This is their moment. They're so excited. And I'm like, this is just not going to be nice. You 3-and-out them. You hold them to a field goal there. I was like, that's a huge victory.
It was crazy. It changed the whole mindset of my game. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, we might, because
okay.
I assumed anyways they were going to drive down the field and score a touchdown right off the bat. And then to have them have, only 20 yards to score, and then we don't, we hold them. Big victory for us. And, the game's 10-0 at halftime. Steelers really can't do anything on offense. Najee Harris can't get anything going. The offensive line is looking bad. Ben looks like he's just getting rid of the ball so he doesn't get hit. It's halftime. I'm getting food. I got 2 hammers. And as I'm eating my hammers, I was like, I just want to leave.
Oh, I know that feeling.
Because it just felt like one of those games where it's like, yeah, we stopped him in the first half. It was a close game, but that's how last year's was.
Yeah.
And then Stephon Diggs came out and just, lit us up. And I was like, we got to score at least 13 points to win this game now. We haven't had a single drive. I think we had maybe 3 first downs in the first half.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I never felt out of it. I mean,
I did.
That one touchdown that they almost I thought they were going to hold them again to the field goal. Then they got that touchdown. And I forget I guess that was close to the halftime.
Halftime, I felt bad.
It wasn't like actually, this is why I'm talking about this. I really enjoyed the game because I think the last 5 years, every game, I just felt like someone was playing like garbage. I never really felt that someone was having a bad game during this game.
Oh, see, I thought they both looked like shit in the first half.
Who individually do you think looked like it was having
Josh
a bad
Allen
game?
looked terrible.
Well, Josh Allen, it wasn't looking good.
Josh Allen looked terrible. The Steelers weren't putting much pressure on him. They were only sending 4 guys. So to the naked eye, it seemed like, we're not pressuring him, we're not sacking him. But it was nice because 4 guys were getting him to make bad decisions.
Right. There was definitely pressure up the gut there from
Cam Hayward, or 12.
12,
right? 12 quarterback pressures.
Yeah.
Fucking Melvin Ingram, I thought was the player of the game, dude. I mean, that guy stepped in and just was pressuring the shit out of the quarterback. They got that 3-headed monster. You got, him, Highsmith, Watt, and they were just swarming the fucking quarterback.
Yeah. And they didn't even blitz that much. That was another crazy thing. Yeah.
Steelers put up 3. I'm like, okay, 10-3. We're not getting shut out. That's cool, right? Then the Steelers, it was 10-6. And I was like, okay, you know what I mean?
What did you think about that second field goal? I feel like there was a time that Tomlin would have went for that.
No, see, I think that's his problem. I think he's a fucking coward.
Oh, see, I feel like he was too confident a couple years ago, always going for 2.
I would have went for it.
Yeah,
and I'm wrong. Obviously, but I admit that. Hey, Mike, tip of the cap, great game. I would have went for it. They had Najee Harris wide open. Ben fucking
and that was a tough play. That hurt my heart a little bit.
That was a touchdown. And at that moment, I go, you can't leave points on the board against this fucking team because your defense has done everything they could. Then the fucking blocked field goal or the blocked punt. And when that blocked punt happened, I just looked over, and there was these 2 fucking losers in front of me. Everybody was cool, right? Like there was chicks with their wives, or husbands, whatever they.
That sounds really cool, actually.
Buffalo,
yeah. Buffalo. All right,
dudes. So there was, people around us were cool, and then I had somebody next to me that were old as shit, and they were cool. They were quiet. They were nice. I was nice and friendly the whole game. When I go to an away game, I don't talk shit. I celebrate when my team scores. I'll hold up the terrible towel. If you start talking to me, though, fuck you. It's over, right? So the guy in front of me, they look like, I didn't take a picture of them because my camera would have broke. But if you've ever seen Beavis and Butthead Do America, when Beavis and Butthead are in the desert and they meet their parents, fat fucking Beavis or fat Butthead and fucking skinny crackhead Beavis are these 2 pieces of shit in front of me. The fat fucking loser had his t-shirt that just said Allen 17 on it that he got in Buffalo Strip District. There were flakes of fucking debris from your head. What is that called? Dandruff?
Dandruff, yeah.
This dude, it was snowing on his fucking shoulder blades. Then the other dude had snaggle teeth, fucking crackhead. Like, oh, shut up, you didn't score. Yeah. Like, these two Beavis and Buffalo fucking pricks.
Beavis and Buffalo.
I hated them. Talking shit the whole game. Looks like you're going to lose. So we score, we take the lead. And now all bets are off. Mm-hmm. I go, I don't hear you motherfuckers now. He turns around and goes, all I know is remember last year we whooped your ass, and the year before we whooped your ass. I go, Buffalo, you want to live in the past? You want to live in the fucking past? You've never won a fucking Super Bowl. Let's live in the past. Never. We have 6 fucking as soon as I said we have 6 Super Bowls, you would have thought I told that whole stadium, I'm going to shove my dick in your son's mouth. They were like, whoa. Watch your language. There's kids here. And I literally turn around and go, you guys have been swearing at me the whole game. I was like, I don't give a fuck about your kids. And by the way, Santa's not fucking real. And just was so pissed. But Santa is real. Santa got us into the tailgates.
Yeah, you're right. That's true. Santa's got you guys at the tailgate.
So we win, right? We win. We're celebrating. We're having a great time. We go back to the tailgate. I shoot off another confetti. Then that one is when I told everyone to suck my dick.
I got that. You want me to show it real quick?
Yeah, why don't you show that one? Let everybody know what.
Yeah,
there it is. Yeah, there it is. We won. Nobody's happy. Oh, we're Buffalo. Fucking losers, man. Great game though. Juju, people were saying how great of a game Juju was.
He did have a good game.
Did he though?
Well, you know what? It was just nice to see him catch a couple tough balls. And then, like I said, he also got the onside kick. That was also him.
Who was it? Tre'Davious White over when he got the screen pass and just stiff armed him and shouldered him and knocked him on his shit and got the first down.
Was that the Buffalo game when that happened?
It just happened. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even realize that was that play.
Looked good. I mean, Juju.
He looked good
for what he is. He's great at what we want him to be. Mm-hmm. He got the game winning fucking onside kick. We had a blocked punt. Special teams coach was ready to blow his fucking brains out.
Yeah, it feels like to me that like special teams coaches are like total spaz.
They're fucking special. I think the first thing when they interview somebody to be a special teams coach, and they're like, how many chromosomes do you have?
How much cocaine do you do? Yeah. Actually, we give cocaine to special. That's part of the deal. Here you get a whole thing.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. It must be, I mean, it kind of makes sense, because you only get so many plays a game and you got to be intense whenever that moment comes. And then obviously when you do get a play, that intense of where you finally score, which I was jumping out. Like I'm like by myself at the bar. I'm losing my shit. I can't imagine what the special teams coach is doing.
And I think it's one of the most underrated positions on the coaching staff because, nobody puts emphasis on kickers at all. When I talked to Jeff Reed last year about football, Jeff was saying, nobody ever taught me how to kick a field goal. Nobody knows how to teach you how to kick a field goal.
That's funny.
They just send you over there. They go kick a few balls. All right, that looks good. All right, go home. And so there's that's even in the pro levels. There's really no emphasis on it. So these kids come up, they have their unorthodox kicks.
Right. They kind of have their own way of like doing it.
And they're like, yeah, that looks good. Fuck it. Go ahead.
Yeah.
And with special teams too, I think as a coach, you have to be a little insane because you have to stand out because, it's such an ignored position. But to win a championship game, to win a Super Bowl, New England always had great special teams.
Yeah, well for real.
I mean, they in 2001, the first time they beat us, they had the fucking kick return. I think they had a blocked kick, against us on punts. I mean, it's huge.
Yeah, I mean, it's there's more of a chance of the ball getting turned over or a big play on special teams. And that's the whole reason why
it's special.
Part of the game. Yeah, that's why it's special.
That's why it's special. I mean, kickoff's not necessarily anymore, but
no, you're right. You're right. Not because there was injuries, and so they changed the rules on that one. But
we're 1-0.
I know. It's exciting.
And it's time to tell everybody about the podcast, Dustin.
Yes. Hey, guys. So don't forget to rate and review this podcast because this is the Matt Light podcast. You can check us out on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google, YouTube, Facebook, and all the other social medias. And don't forget to check us out on patreon.com/Matt Light Comedy, where we have bonus episodes and you can suggest topics if you join the Patreon. So
Matt Light Comedy, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Someone's a big fan of Matt Light Comedy.
You're referring to me?
No, I think you have a video of it.
Oh, wait, I'm sorry. What are we referring to?
My friend is in a car.
Oh,
I think
this guy.
Yes. Matt Light Comedy. Why don't we listen to him real quick?
Let's go to this guy. Huge fan of Matt Light.
Huge fan of Matt Light.
Hey, yo, Matt Light Comedy. You know you the GOAT and the funniest comedian in Pittsburgh. I want you to take a moment today to just call God, man, and acknowledge it. Booming.
Wow. So was he just like so excited? I guess he must have saw like a clip of you and was just like, I gotta message this guy.
It's my friend.
Oh yeah, you're right. I'm sorry.
What you don't believe me? I'm wearing his shoes right now. Again, my ABs.
It's true.
Listen, AB's a big fan of Matt Light. Matt, as you heard, he said Matt Light is the best comedian in Pittsburgh. He said Matt Light Comedy. Also, it's an inside joke between me and AB. And yeah, he's a big fan of the podcast, big fan of myself. I'm gonna have him on an episode, and we're gonna name that episode "Call Pod."
Call Pod
instead of Call God.
That is great. I'm not gonna lie. That's pretty awesome.
When you saw that video though, were you not like this is the like for me, like the two biggest villains in Pittsburgh collaborating?
Oh, I know. I mean,
amazing.
And I think what's funny is like he's gotta be like from Pittsburgh, so he's like, this is gonna be good. You know, like he himself was probably
knew.
like, Pittsburgh, this is good, you know, keeping he still has that fan base in Pittsburgh.
Well, it's nice, man. It's funny because, you know, when I post that video, a lot of people are like, you know, how much did that cameo cost? I'm like, don't worry about it.
Like $0. What are you talking about?
$0. I'm friends with AV.
He just said it to me.
He just sent it to me. He actually,
in the DMs.
He hand delivered it to me.
Yeah, he actually just gave you a phone with it on it. Like that's how, because it doesn't matter. He's like, here, take this phone. There's a couple videos of me telling you.
So here's two things. One, this is true. AB actually DM'd me and was like, you didn't have to do a cameo. I would have sent you a video. But no, it was a gift for me. Friend of mine, she bought me this. And she got a cameo. It was $300 to get AB to say that. And I think it's so funny when people are like, you would pay $300. Yeah, I would. Why not? Like, if you like something, why not pay? So you can't afford it is what you're saying. You can't afford it. You know what I mean? So my friend, we're going to watch a Tampa Bay game. And we're drinking and Rachel comes up. She goes, I got you a surprise. And I was like, what is it? And she wanted to hang out for the Buccaneers game. I said, the only way I'll let you hang out with me for football, because as a guy, I like my bro football shit, right? She's a Packers fan. I said, listen, the only way that we're going to hang out is if you wear my Tom Brady or Antonio Brown Buccaneers jersey. And she goes, fuck you. And I go, all right, well, have a good night. And she goes, bring the fucking jersey. So she wears the jersey. We go to the best bar in the burg, Lefties. It's my favorite bar.
You always take me there anytime we're working down the strip.
Bro, it's the best.
Yeah.
We go to Lefties and, it's just a regular Thursday night. Nobody really gives a fuck about the game. Me and her walk in with fucking Antonio Brown and Tom Brady jerseys in the heart of the strip. We're like the two biggest dickheads. Like that, if you ask a Steelers fan, hey, who's your least favorite player in the NFL? Tom Brady. Okay. Who's your second least favorite? Antonio Brown. All right, well, we'll wear those.
That's what we're doing. Yeah.
So we go to the bar and Rachel isn't really a big football fan. She gambles, which is hysterical. So she was like, what should I bet on? And I go, my prop bet that I bet on was that Antonio Brown is going to score a touchdown. It was at plus 190. which means it's almost 2-to-1 odds. You bet $100, you're getting back 300. You're 100 plus $200, right? She goes, that sounds good. Fuck it. We'll do that, right? So we're drinking. And it's so funny because she's like, people are talking shit to her. And she's like, I don't like Tom Brady. This fucking asshole's making me wear it. I don't fucking like him, right? That changed very quickly. 50-yard touchdown pass to AB. Every time I joke with her, like if she gets mad at me, I always say, call God. She goes, stop. No, right?
Yeah, that's basically all her social media. Every single time you turn the phone on is when she's like angry at you.
Yeah, and I'm doing call God, right?
Yeah.
Well, listen, I don't know what happened in the universe. Since Thursday night, all she says is call God. And it all started on that 50-yard touchdown.
Well, when you more than double your money, it changes your,
That's what I'm saying. Money talks. She stood on top of the bar. She's screaming, call God, motherfuckers. Call God. She's like, fuck Tom Brady, but call God.
Yeah.
So now she's starting DMing Antonio Brown. Just sending videos going, call God. She's like, should I send my tits to him? I was like, whatever, dude. Like, whatever you want to do, like, call God. And, we went, you would have thought we won the Super Bowl, man. Because, listen, I'm a diehard fucking Steelers fan. Steelers #1. But, man, there's something about this Tampa Bay team that just, it's like my mistress.
Well, you got AB, who like you can't help loving because his time with the Steelers and how incredible of an athlete he is. And then you can't get away from the Tom Brady story. I mean,
he's so awesome.
Look what Ben Roethlisberger looks like. Look like what Aaron Rodgers looks like physically looks like. And then look what Tom Brady looks like. What is he, 20, 29, 25? It's ridiculous.
Yeah, Brady's 44 years old, but he also has a lot of Botox and shit.
Yeah, I know, but even how they play.
Yeah. Is he not hot as fuck though?
Tom Brady.
Tom Brady is hot as fuck.
He's a hot motherfucker.
There's a fucking screenshot that I posted on my Instagram earlier today, and it has Frank Gallagher from Shameless and fucking Aaron Rodgers, just two cracked out, coked out pieces of shit. Right?
He just phoning that crap in, man.
He looks terrible.
So terrible.
Defending super.
MVP.
I mean, defending league MVP.
Yep.
3 fucking points against the Saints. Oh, man. Fuck.
You think he's gonna dress the same way next week?
I don't know. It was a neutral field too. I thought they played in like Jacksonville.
He's on Pat McAfee today. I wanted to catch that interview.
I'm surprised if he's even going to be on there.
He did. He said he was coming on.
After the loss.
Yep. I was watching Pat earlier, and gave him a call. He's like, "Hey, you don't have to come on." He's like, "Screw it, I'm coming on."
He's a shit.
Yeah, because Aaron's like, whatever, I don't give a shit.
This team doesn't give a fuck about me. Well, that's what the thing is.
Right.
When he first started doing that last year. Mm-hmm. I was like, oh, this dude's on his like farewell tour. He doesn't give a fuck. They're going to be terrible. He's just going to try and build his stats up. But he led into an NFC championship game, and nobody can beat our Uncle Tom Brady. So, he's the GOAT, That's why I literally call him our Uncle Tom because he is. He's our Uncle Tom. He always just beats us.
Oh man,
he's our uncle.
We've had this discussion
before. He's our
before.
uncle that just punishes us.
I think,
and you can't get mad at him about it.
Yeah, I think Ben has 2 more Super Bowls maybe if we get past them, or we don't have to go through them.
Oh, I thought you meant from here on out. I was like, fuck.
No. Before years before, like there's been times where like if we didn't have to go through them, or we just would have beat them. By the way, Jesse James caught that ball.
Oh, fuck yeah. And suck our dicks.
Yeah, we'd have won the Super Bowl.
Well, I mean, even if you look at the years that we won the Super Bowl, we didn't have to play them.
Yeah, that's exactly. And when we didn't have to play them, we did win.
Yeah, like, because I remember the year we won the Super Bowl for Super Bowl XL, our 5th one, which was the first one you and I ever saw. Mm-hmm. It was the night before we played the Colts. They got upset by Denver. New England got upset by Denver, and I was like, oh, fuck. All right, so all we got to do is beat these guys.
Yeah.
And we're going to get to the Super Bowl.
Yep.
Because fuck Denver, and we smashed Denver. And then the next year, we did it again. I mean, a couple of years later, that was the year Tom Brady broke his fucking leg. The first game against Kansas City. So we played Matt Castle in the regular season, and whoop their ass. And that team still went at 11-5.
Yeah, I remember that story where people thought Matt Castle was like, oh, he was going to be a really good quarterback. It's like you just saw him one of the best teams ever.
Yeah,
so.
and they gave him a fuck ton of money.
They did.
Kansas City gave him a fuck ton of money, and he turned out to just be Matt Asshole.
Yeah.
Just not good. You know who else? You know who else isn't good at quarterback?
Lamar. No.
Yeah.
I was going to say Lamar.
No, Lamar. You know who else isn't good at quarterback? Baker fucking Mayfield.
Oh my goodness! What was that last throw of the game?
You know,
what the hell was that?
I'm gonna look at my phone right now. I'm gonna not show you, but I'm gonna tell you the power rankings going into week 1.
Okay, yeah,
okay?
This is interesting.
So these are the power rankings going into week 1. Number 1, Tampa Bay won the game, right? Tampa Bay. Kansas City won. Okay, at number 2. Number 3, Buffalo Bills got their ass beat by Pittsburgh. Number 4, Green Bay Packers got their ass beat.
It's like, well, back to back. It's Aaron's MVP and Allen was second in voting MVP.
Right? Yeah. Number 5, Los Angeles Rams. They played well. They played good enough to beat the Chicago Bears. Number 6, the Cleveland Browns. They should have won that game.
Mm-hmm.
And I called that. I said they could win that game. The +6 I'm taking all day.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Baltimore Ravens, number 7, loss. Number 8, San Diego Chargers, they barely won. Number 9, New Orleans Saints, they beat the shit
Oh my God.
out of Green Bay. Number 10, the New England Patriots, for whatever reason that is. There's just so much hype behind teams because of their past. And I don't, like, New England was good with Tom Brady. But even Tom Brady's last game he played there, it ended on a pick 6 in overtime or not even in overtime, just a pick 6 in general. It was a walk-off against, I think, Tennessee. And so the next year they had Cam Newton. He was terrible. And this year they have Mac Jones, who they think is going to be the next Tom Brady. I believe he's dog shit. I don't believe in him at all. But he's number 10. And then Pittsburgh's all the way down to 14.
Oh man, so we're not even top 10.
So we weren't top 10.
But that was another reason why I enjoyed the game. Like, it was kind of nice going in as an underdog because
we're the best as underdogs.
Yeah, but it's nicer to watch. I was like finally cause.
And you're not as stressed because if you lose, you lose.
Yep.
You know.
How about that Ravens game though?
I mean, it was unbelievable. One of the weirdest games of all time. Now, here's my question. My question to you is this. What channel did you watch it on?
Ravens?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I'm gonna be honest. I think I fell asleep and watched the highlights in the morning this morning.
So there were two different. They're doing 2 different telecasts now.
Those are I heard because it was on ESPN Plus. Or
ESPN and ESPN2. On ESPN2, they had, they would have the Manning brothers on couches. You know how your square is right here on the screen?
Yeah.
So Peyton was there. Then there was a guest here.
What?
It was like Travis Kelce, Ray Lewis, and then they had Russell Wilson. And then below that was Eli Manning. And dude, I'm telling you, they got a lot of kinks to work out. A fire alarm went off during the fucking game, and you heard wah, 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 wah. They're in the same studio, but they're not sitting next to each other. It was weird.
Sort of like, well, we're not sitting next to each other.
Right,
We're in the same
but like
studio.
they should be on a couch together. With the 2-shot, because they should be watching the game together. Then the guest mics, like they had, like Ray Lewis was talking from it looked like a fucking iPhone 8. You know what I mean? So it was like, and it's like, you guys are a $1 billion corporation. You got to get with the times. And like, even like during COVID, that was one of the things that always blew my mind. It's like, you have all this production, you have all this money. You can't do these at home shows on HD.
Dude, that's super funny. I mean, like, don't want to jump into my actual my business of what I do, but that is kind of what happened. And that's kind of, it took us, how many episodes? This is like 7 or 8 to like make this all work. Like the way you're describing it is like, it sounds like it's me running with the gear we are using right now and trying to make that work. Yeah. You know? And
so, but it was so great because what I liked about this version of the game is that, I was talking to my buddy and we both agreed when you watch on a regular commentary game, they talk down to you like you're stupid.
Oh, it's so broad. I hate it. I can't stand the way they talk.
And when you have Eli and Peyton, they're sharing stories throughout the game. They're also they're going, all right, he's lined up like here. If I'm being quarterback, what would you do? I'm going to go this way. I'm going to go that way. It was kind of like what Tony Romo did.
Sounds like what Romo, why he's a little better.
But Romo, the thing about Romo that I didn't like is like, just let it develop.
Yeah.
This was more so Peyton and them kind of talking about what they did in the past. And then like asking Ray Lewis, hey, when they go to Audible, what are you thinking right now? And they're telling stories and stuff. And dude, I'll tell you what, Eli Manning is a funny fucking dude.
Well, good, because he's funny looking.
Bro, I know. He said to Peyton, he was like, Peyton, you need a little bit of more powder on your forehead. Looks like you sprayed Pam all over your face. Dude, and they're roasting the shit out of each other. It was so awesome. I mean, I loved watching it. I can't wait to do it again. I don't think I would watch it during a Steelers game.
It's like the overlays, like literally like how I am, like it might be in the way of the game, so it could be like obstruct like a play or something.
But it's the insight. It's exactly how you are.
Okay.
But no, because it's like the game cuts off here.
Mm-hmm.
So this whole thing is not part of the field.
Oh, okay.
The screen is then, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand what you mean.
And it was so cool, man. It was so interesting to watch, and I can't wait to see when they fix the kinks out what it's going to be like throughout the next couple of weeks. That game was absolutely insane. Vegas was down 14-0. They come back, they go to overtime, they have a chance to fucking win it. They score, then they reversed it because they said he didn't cross the goal line. So then Derek Carr tries to do a hard count at the fucking 1 yard line.
Yeah, and they jump off sides.
Yeah, false start. So they jump back. And it's like, when you're on the offense, you cannot commit a penalty in the red zone. It kills your drive. You're settling for 3 every time. So they did that. They on third down, tipped pass, interception in the end zone. I'm like, fuck, typical Ravens. You know what I mean? Just some way for them to win. Well, Lamar Jackson decided he wanted to do an impression of Baker Mayfield. He fumbles it. And then now the Raiders at this point are going, we're not even playing any fucking games, right? Second down, they're like, we're going to kick a field goal, right? The field goal unit is on the other side of the field, still kicking into the fucking nets. So like, you need to run out. So they go to run out to kick the field goal. The Raiders were out of timeouts. They're trying to call a fucking timeout. They don't have a timeout. So now it's a delay of game. So now you're pushing them back another 5 yards. And Gruden's like, fuck, well, now it's fucking, 2nd and 14. I'm going to fucking keep playing. I'm not going to kick the field goal now. And they throw a touchdown.
Yeah.
They throw a fucking touchdown. And that game was a great scenario for the Steelers because of these reasons. Number one, you put the team that you're playing next week, the Raiders, had to go in overtime. So they're even more beat up. They're playing Monday Night Football. So they have one less day to prepare now for Pittsburgh.
Plus, it's a different experience, Monday Night Football. The way that's all, with the cameras and the interviews and the timeouts, different game.
And it's a West Coast team going to the East Coast this week. So that's all going to be in Pittsburgh's benefit. However, Pittsburgh has a history and a track record of losing to these West Coast teams that come to the East Coast.
They do. Bad
teams. Luckily, the Raiders won, so they're not necessarily the bad team in this scenario. Seeing the Ravens lose was great. And then Cleveland pissed away their fucking lead.
I thought they had that game.
They had it the whole fucking time,
it was crazy.
Dude.
Yeah.
The punter fucking fumbled the punt. Then he ran and got fucking tackled.
Yeah.
The thing is about the Kansas City Chiefs, they're a good team. They're an elite team. But they make some fucking mistakes. And they play one half of football. Because they know with Mahomes, they only have to play one half of football. And so if you're playing them, you cannot make mistakes. The second you make a mistake, it brings them back into the game.
Yeah.
So many games they've been getting their ass kicked at halftime. You figure them out, but then they find a way, you know what I mean, to come back.
Well, that's why the thing about the NFL is like there really are 2 games to a game. Like you really go in, take a break, everyone kind of resets, and then it's like a new game. Lots of the time.
Yeah, I mean, because you got a lot of the film. You go, all right, this is what they were doing. Film. Everybody upstairs comes down and goes, this is what they're fucking doing. So figure it out. We got to fix this. You know what I mean?
Figure it out.
you know. But it's good. It was a good week. You know, the Steelers. Football. I mean, football's back. And home openers this week.
Yeah.
Playing Oakland.
Gonna be a zoo.
Gonna be nice.
A fucking zoo.
Oh, it's gonna be nuts. I can't wait.
Yep.
What the fuck happened? You mentioned Washington. So explain what happened in Washington.
Oh, yeah. So in Washington, I guess the shitter broke or something like that.
Okay.
Basically, people were in their seats, and however the sewage and the piping works got whatever, and it just kept coming. It looked like some huge giant was just pissing on somebody.
But it looked like liquid, but it turns out it was straight up sewage.
Yeah. The people around in the video, I swear there was an old man in tears crying. He was just so, it couldn't have been good. It didn't look like it was brown, but the reaction from everybody seemed like maybe it was some shit. It was some shit.
I mean, because you probably could smell it.
Yeah, I'm sure it's what it was. As soon as it hit.
It is not the first time that Washington has been shit on at that stadium. I would have just sat there and let it fucking marinate on my face. This is what I get for not having a fucking team name.
Yes.
This is where the Washington shits.
I thought that was
Why
really
don't they be
wild.
the Floods? The Washington Floods.
But have you ever seen something like that wild? It's almost like the same thing when the subway was flooding in New York a couple weeks ago, and you see these videos. It's like,
crazy.
Do we just not care about our infrastructure or anything we build anymore?
I'm waiting for the Ninja Turtles to show up to one of these motherfuckers, right?
For real, because whatever we're doing to the underground, something's down there growing. How big the rats? That's Star Wars, but whatever.
Star Trek.
Wait, no, that was Star Wars.
No, I was kidding, because they're both
it's funny.
shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
So, did you see the Nicki Minaj tweet at all?
No,
recently?
I'm sorry. I have a life.
You have a life.
Mm-hmm.
Well, listen. This is what she tweeted, and tell me what this sounds like to you. But this is what she tweeted. She goes, "My cousin in Trinidad won't get the vaccine because, by the way, it's CUZ, because his friend got it and became impotent. His testicles.
What does impotent mean?
His can't use his dick. Can't get it up. His testicles became swollen. His friend was weeks away from getting married. Now the girl called off the wedding. So just pray on it and make sure you're comfortable with your decision, not bullied." This is obviously misinformation to not get the vaccine. This reads like an article from a magazine when you're at checkout. Literally,
well, Bat Boy gets vaccine and turns into Frankenstein.
Yeah. I mean, because you got to think, what's the conversation there? Guys obviously maybe went to a whorehouse or something like that. Something happened to his dick. Told his fiance, "Hey, baby, I swear
he's
it was
cheating,
the vaccine."
big time. Hey, fun fact: isn't Trinidad a third world country?
Probably, but I don't think you're supposed to say third world country anymore. Isn't that one of those PC things?
All right, isn't Trinidad a shithole?
I'm not gonna look it up, but I think it might have.
Sounds like one.
It might not have some of the best. It might not have the best economy.
Hey,
Let's put it
Nikki,
that
aren't
way.
you worth $100 million?
22 million followers on Twitter, by the way. She sent that to
Let's look at Nicki Minaj's net worth real quick.
Oh, I'm sure it's ridiculous.
Hold on a second. I'm going to type it in right now.
But
hold on now, because we're going to get there.
I know. I just wanted to more.
Yeah.
It's just how dumb are you? Just as a regular person, if someone came up to me, and it doesn't even have to be about COVID, but told me a story like that, say, "Hey, my dick fell off. Now my wife can't marry me. My life is ruined."
You know what this sounds like?
What's that?
The Virgin Mary.
You think this is a religious thing?
Well, the bitch got knocked up.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Joe was like, "Hey, man, what's going on? We haven't fucked." She's like, "Yeah, me neither. I don't fuck.
I don't fuck.
I'm pregnant as fuck, but I didn't fuck."
That's always my favorite part. I think when I was a kid, I was thinking that. I was like, what if he just lied?
Yeah,
They
dude.
don't lie in the
These
Bible.
guys lied. And listen, if you're so
Dudes
worried
lie.
about your kid or your family's health, I just looked it up. You're worth $100 million. Get them the fuck out of Trinidad.
Yeah.
I think Trinidad was one of the teams that the Mighty Ducks beat when they were representing the world, right? It was Iceland. And then they had some blackface team.
They just gotta have it
Do you
in
remember
there.
They just picked a random
Yeah, they
black
did.
team? They're like,
They
yeah,
did.
you guys, they're like, what the fuck is hockey?
Well, that was diversity back in the 90s. That's how they kind of just you're
Right.
close enough. What
Yeah.
was whatever country that is.
Yeah, we'll forget that Walt was anti-Semitic. We'll put some black kids on skates. That'll solve.
But it was Nicki's cousin's friend, so it's like third person.
Oh,
And then,
so it never happened.
yeah. So it could be completely false. It wasn't.
What do
even...
you mean it could be? No vaccine swallows your fucking balls up and then you can't fuck.
Well, I was like, I'm trying to even think, like, did this guy's testicles even, like, you can't even believe any part of it, let alone, like, it was because of the vaccine. It's just really ridiculous.
Nah, he had a bachelor party at Ponderosa or whatever 5-star restaurant Trinidad has. And he got his shit sucked on. He might have dipped it in a couple V's. And shit's swollen now, dude. And
he gets to really want to marry this lady because he was just like, dude, you know Nicki, could you just tell her to tweet this out so I can get married?
yeah.
You know, like maybe it was kind of like that. Just tell her. She's crazy. She'll believe you. That's hilarious.
How big do you think his balls are, though?
Because of whatever happened? I don't know.
Like how swollen? Do you think he's got like knuckles? Like knuckle sack?
I don't know how bad. I mean, what's a Trinidad STD? Is it worse than regular STDs?
I think just living there is worse than
STD. Like we need to. I don't have enough.
I just want to see what this fucking place looks like. Keep talking about this.
It might just be like, you know, when you think of like countries, it's like, yeah, a lot of the countries shit, but they do actually still have some cities that.
Trinidad looks beautiful.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks absolutely fucking gorgeous.
But you know, there's also
they're no, never mind. They have water shortages right now, but they're an island. Explain that.
It's like the same thing if you go to parts of Philly, like, oh, this is really nice, but then other parts of Philly, I'm like, oh my God.
Well, here, the first thing that comes up is 16 reasons why you should never travel to Trinidad. Number 1, you are likely to get dirty.
Really?
Yeah.
That's just what it says?
Yeah.
Dirty.
Number 1, you are likely to get dirty. Number 2, or even what? This is maybe a joke.
Oh, okay. It might sound a little racist. So be careful what you're reading there.
It's a joke. What it is it's saying how nice it is. Because it's like they cover you in cocoa mud, paint, and powder when you at a dance party. And then number 2 was like you might get wet because it's saying you'll be jumping off of cliffs and having fun. The swimming pools have no walls because it's a fucking ocean.
Oh.
The caves aren't like the movies.
And STDs galore.
Is there actual reasons not to go? You can't just watch the That is stupid. Trinidad sounds awesome.
Yeah, now it's the opposite. Maybe they got some really...
Dude, fill my balls up with pus. I'll fucking go to this place. This looks like Gullah Gullah Island. Come and let's play together. Get swollen balls all together. Let's all go to cancel my wedding. Gullah Gullah.
Oh, that's great.
Holy shit.
Well, let's continue on this entertainment news because I know this is all your favorite subjects.
My bread and buds.
Yeah. So did you watch the VMAs?
No, but I heard about fucking who the fuck is that guy?
Conor McGregor.
Yeah, so what happened? Conor got into a fight with Machine Gun Kelly?
Yeah, like I don't know how it started, but you know, he threw a beer at him and then kind of like I don't know if he even swung at him. I feel like he's almost posing for the
What's
picture.
on his face in those videos, by the way?
Right now, the drooling and stuff.
Is it dry cum?
I think so. I think Conor just wanted to wipe it off. That's what he was like really swinging at him for. He's like, dude, you got some cum on your face.
He's like, I heard of Machine Gun Kelly, but Machine Cum Kelly. Who the fuck is that guy? I think he just wanted to fuck Megan Fox.
I'm sure. Something like that.
You know, I don't find her attractive.
You don't? Why's that?
No, I don't know.
Is one of those, she's like too perfect?
I think she looks manly. She looks like a manly alien.
Alien, I could get that.
And she got weird thumbs, and I can never get over it.
Is that true?
Dude,
I've seen that on social media.
10 years ago when she first popped up, they're like, she's perfect. And then someone's like, she got fucked up thumbs.
They're like 3 knuckles long.
Yeah, and I was
ridiculous.
like, wait, what? And then I looked it up and I was, oh, dude, if you're holding my dick and you got not the mama fucking dinosaur hands on my shit, I'm gonna be like, you need to go.
Have you ever seen like the pictures of her like when she's a teenager and now and how it's like you're not even sure it's the same person?
I mean, isn't that everybody at this point?
Well, she's so young and I was always like not sure she did plastic surgery because I was like, she was such a good looking person in the first place. I always find that weird when you see someone get plastic surgery and it's like, you're 25, like you're gorgeous. What are you doing? So at first I was like, maybe she got older or something happened, you know. but
yeah, and
not
for
the
me,
same
it's
person.
always like the ones that bum me out are the ones that you look at somebody and you're like, oh, you go from being a cute girl to a plastic doll. Right? Like this girl, like you see a girl, oh, you're cute and innocent. You're good looking because you look harmless and cute. Every thing I'm attracted to you just got rid of it.
Yeah.
And then you become something else. But also,
I think she's smoking hot though. I can't.
I don't think she is.
Yeah.
But when it comes to plastic surgery and shit, I've always said this. Is it for me? No. Do I like fake tits? Absolutely. They're great. But I don't, my thing is, I love when guys are saying, oh, I don't like that. I don't like when you do that. Here's the thing. It's not for you. She wasn't going to fuck you with or without the plastic surgery. It's her body. Let her do whatever the fuck she wants, bro. You know what I mean? Like, I don't get it. Like, if you want to look a certain way, look a certain way. Like, nobody told you when you got your stupid tattoos of, only God can judge me on your fucking neck. Some girl would be, fuck yeah, this dude knows algebra. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so, like, ladies, let me tell you something. If you want to get Botox, get your Botox. If you want to get plastic surgery, get your plastic surgery. If you want to get fillers, get your fillers. If you want to get your Brazilian butt wax or butt lift, whatever you want to do.
Have you done your research? My goodness.
Listen, whatever you want to do to your body, you do it 100%. Because if a guy is complaining about it, he's only complaining about it because he knows from day one, he had 0% chance of fucking you.
Exactly.
That's it. That's it. I see these girls on Twitter, they get bullied. And the first thing the guy says, you're ugly, you're a whore. Yeah, that's after you DM'd them for how many months?
Yeah.
Hey, what's up? How you doing? Oh, what are you up to? They have conversations with themselves.
That is the weirdest thing.
And then it's like,
I've ever seen.
Dude, what?
I don't get that. And I've had many friends just show, and by the way, a lot of them are from Trinidad when you say those messages.
Yeah, send bobs. What the fuck is a bob?
But I don't get that. It's just like, hey baby. Oh, what's up? Like, oh, you look gorgeous today. Hey baby, what's up? You're doing really well. It's like, fuck you fucking cunt bitch. It's like, whoa.
Yeah.
It's like, well, I guess there's just so many like messages they take, and the guy just like, why aren't you paying attention to me?
Yeah.
Wild.
Man, huh?
Yeah, fucking guys. That's what the podcast should be about. Let's just start talking.
Dudes. The Fuck Bros
Fuck Bros podcast.
It's why, dude, honestly, I told you this before. It's why I'm friends with girls more than I am with guys. I don't like dudes.
Yeah.
As bro as I am, I'm not really, though.
Yeah.
I'm like, party bro.
You're party bro.
But I'm respectful bro.
Yeah. It's not like you're rolling with the entourage of bros.
No,
like,
I'm
not that guy.
I'm the bro.
Yeah, you're the bro, and then like a different crowd kind of goes with you depending on the situation. Like there's a comedy crowd that will follow you, there's a sports crowd, but you don't have like a bunch of fuckboys that are your like, these are my guys. You don't got that.
Because I think when it comes to being a fuckboy, I'm not a fuckboy. But what I am is a bro. And I am a bro in a sense where I party like a bro. I don't care like a bro. But then I treat people as if my mom is with me. Does that make sense?
A little bit, maybe.
Like I get fucked up.
But you also make fun of your mom a lot, too. She a bro, too? I guess.
She's a cunt. No, I love my mom. My mom is the fucking best person in the world. Literally the sweetest woman in the world. There was a time where I remember the first time I smoked weed, I was 16 years old. 15, 16 years old.
Bad kid.
Right before I hit it, I go, my mom's going to be so disappointed in me.
You say that out loud, or was that really your first thought?
My first thought. And then I fucking hit it. And I was like, fuck that bitch.
Oh, that's great.
Man, I mean, like, that's the one thing is I've always had parents that were very like, do what you want. But be smart about it. If you're going to underage drink. If you ever get into a car, underage drinking, I will beat the fuck out of you. Call me. I'll come pick you up. And it's like, Dad, you'll probably be drunk. You can't pick me up. Well, you know what I mean. Just don't go anywhere.
Just don't do that. I'm going to say the right things, but I'm not really going to act on those things.
Yeah, I mean, but no, I mean, my cousin Crystal actually helped me. Like, she was like, if you ever need anything, call me. So I think I called her once. She picked me up. Yeah, dude, it's the Catholic girls are the ones that are always the trouble. Because it's you can't do this, you can't do this, you can't do this, you can't do this, you can't do this. And then they're like, we're sucking as many cocks as we can because you're telling me that I can't. You know, or the rich kids that have like the mom who's on antidepressants but overly pops her pills. You know what I mean? That comes from the good family. Because in high school, you think that like if you're lower income like I was for my school, that everybody's parents are perfect.
Yeah.
They're all addicted to fucking Valiums and fucking uppers.
My
and
parents are the
downers
poor
and-
parents. Everyone else has got the normal family where it's all working out perfectly.
But meanwhile, they're
Not true.
the biggest fucking train wreck
Yeah,
ever.
they're worse.
I know a dude, and I'm not even gonna say his name. I know a dude that like, so I used to talk to some girl when I was in high school, and their parents were just on the verge of breaking up, and I loved her parents, the dad and the mom, and I guess there was shit that happened. This dude is at the flats now.
Hanging out, you mean? Or
Yeah,
like
he's in
working?
his 50s. He's just hanging out at the flats. He's dressing up like he just, sold merch at Vans Warped Tour. And fucking, he's always carrying out wads of 20s and wearing his hat like pretty fly for a white boy. And I'm like, dude, what the fuck happened?
Dude, that scares me
What the
because,
fuck happened?
like I said, I'm 37. Now, I ain't going to the flats, and I don't ever plan on going to the flats.
I don't think I'd
do-
ever go back.
Yeah, I do.
I have PTSD.
I do try to go to the bar and stuff, and like the local bar does have like a Friday night like vibe, and there are guys like you talk about, like by themselves. They're totally in their 50s, maybe late 40s, but they're older, and it's weird that they're by themselves and they're just, they're kind of just hanging out, just waiting for that one moment.
Yeah.
And then they kind of like will walk into a conversation, and it's like, I don't want to be that person.
No.
But I also, at 37 years old, I got to find shit to do being single. I can't, being in Fort City, it's not, I can always drive to Pittsburgh every night or every weekend to try to hang out with people. I got to figure it out up there. But I'm starting to give up. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah, I'm over it. I'm over it. What do you got going on this weekend?
What do I got going on? I don't think I got much going on, bro.
Well, we shot this. We shot this today because tomorrow I'm going to Detroit. I'm going a little trip with my uncle. So I'm going to Detroit. Come back, I think Thursday night. Then Friday night, I'm driving up to, I believe, Happy Valley for the Penn State game. It's going to be a whiteout game against Auburn. That's going to be so much fun. Going with some friends. And then Sunday morning, I'm driving back to Pittsburgh for the Pittsburgh Steelers home opener against the Las Vegas Raiders.
That's going to be crazy. I like how you always ask us, what am I up to? Like I still do stand-up comedy or something. Like I'm booked.
Nah, bro,
This
I'm
weekend.
curious about your life, man. You get to film a lot of cool people.
Yeah, I do that.
You get to meet
a lot of
cool-
family time stuff. It's really stuff with my daughter, and that's the weekends.
That's
for the
good, man.
most-
You're
for
good
the most time.
You're a good dad. You're a good dad.
I appreciate
I'll
that.
never be a good dad.
Well, I thought we just start this episode up. How you change your thought process?
No, I'm getting a vasectomy still.
You still gonna do that?
Yeah, I want to see what it looks
What
like.
percentage are you at right now? You're gonna get a vasectomy.
75.
Okay, so you're not at 100, obviously.
Not at 100 because I haven't seen pictures of your nutsack afterwards.
Do you know there's an episode of Home Improvement? where Tim
Hold on a
Allen
second. Before I cut
gets
you
a
off,
vasectomy.
we fucked up last week. I fact checked in my head.
Okay.
Randy was not the pussy.
Oh, okay.
That was Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
When we were saying it, I knew we were confused, but I didn't want to like try to jump on it.
Brad was the old fucking asshole.
Yeah. Okay.
And then Mark was the little fucking pussy.
He was like the emo. Like there was like one point in time that
I'm
they
a
made
magician.
him emo.
All right, we get it. You're the gay son. Like, you're gay.
Was he? Did he like do magicians?
Remember the one time like he wanted to do magic and it was, you're a homo.
That's hilarious. Well, that makes more sense because later in the show he was like an emo kid.
Was he gay?
I don't know.
He had to have been.
I think JTT was the only one that might have been. I don't even know if he
no,
was
dude. He was a poor man's Leo. Come on.
a poor man's Leo.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's hilarious.
All right, tell me about Home Improvement, and I'm gonna look up if he was gay.
Tell you, in that episode, there's an episode of Home Improvement where Tim Allen gets a vasectomy.
Really?
And the whole point, yeah. And I don't know. Obviously, now looking back on it, it seemed like more like a PSA. But at the time, there was just a bunch of jokes. And really, the lead on it was just that he can bang his wife at any time. That was like, that's what I got from the episode. Was like, if you get a vasectomy, you can just have sex with your wife and not worry about having kids. And that was kind of like, he was like, yeah, I'm going to. What was his wife's name? It was such like a 90s mom in that show.
On
on Home Improvement.
Was it Jill?
Yes, it was Jill.
Was it Jill?
It
Yeah.
was Jill.
Yeah, so I'm looking it up right now. And it
Jill
says,
sounds like a Karen. It's a version of Karen.
so he wasn't gay, but it says there's like a fashion, it's like a fashion website, and it says Al Borland needs to be a gay icon.
Yeah, is he gay?
I don't know, but he could be a bear for sure, right?
Oh man, yeah, bear. Oh my God, you're funny. You're bringing the
Some
lingo.
gay dude calls me a bear, and then another one called me an otter before. I didn't know what that meant. I'm like, but those are two cool fucking animals, man. Like,
But isn't it like that's like gay lingo for like
gay,
being,
chubby, hairy.
like you're cute. You're a cute, chubby.
I'm a
cute.
yeah.
You're a cute.
I'm a chute.
You're a cute, chubby guy with a beard.
Yeah. Well,
You know, you're up for breeding, obviously, which is not possible because
not anymore.
men.
When I get my vasectomy, be eating all the hammers.
oh my God, that's your favorite thing to do.
I
is
know.
to fake the dick suck.
I gotta go. I'm so hungry. I don't have my fucking. I don't have my wallet on me, so I have to go back home. I'm gonna DoorDash now. By the time I get home, hopefully my McDonald's will be
That's
there.
almost dangerous. I guess they'll just leave it there for.
They'll leave it
forever.
there. Yeah, who's
you're
gonna
right.
take it? You know what I mean? So, all right, make sure you subscribe. You like us. You give us 5 stars. Join the Patreon, because when you join the Patreon, it's patreon.com/MattLightComedy, as AB said, Matt Light Comedy. You actually get to message me and ask me what episodes you want to see. And we'll talk about those. We also do behind the scenes episodes where we just keep going. It's like The Walking Dead, but the Talking Dead.
Yeah, like
We just keep going.
it's our warm up stuff and
Yeah.
stuff that we do afterwards. We toss up on there.
It's good shit. And also it's more in depth about who I really am.
Yeah.
You get to learn a lot about me. Maybe some of you shouldn't do that, actually. But yeah.
This is why it's behind the paywall, though.
Yeah, it's behind the paywall. So if you're,
So
giving,
it's secrets.
if you're giving me $5,
These are secrets.
you keep it to yourself.
Yeah, by the way, if you watch it, you can't tell anybody about these things
Yeah,
because
yeah,
we're
yeah,
talking
yeah.
about like drugs and
like shit, like
sexual
shit.
girlfriends,
Yeah.
ex-girl, that kind of shit.
Yeah.
So-
So anyways, guys, that was Dustin Dallin. I am Matt Light. Make sure, as always, to say your prayers and eat your hammers. Have a great night.